Good evening and thank you for joining us. At tomorrow's meeting, City Council will once again discuss its response to homelessness and how designated encampment sites might play into the picture. The city conducted a number of consultation opportunities with encampment residents, Indigenous leaders, and general members of the public. The consultation showed a high degree of support to identify city-owned lands for designated encampment locations. These areas would have garbage collection, washroom access, first aid, and clean drinking water. No locations have yet been named for the possible encampments, with more city decisions required before any concrete steps. This month marks the 25th anniversary of the Thunder Bay DSAB. The Social Services Board held a celebration this past week with cake, refreshments, and reflections on the past 25 years. The purpose of the DSAB is to support low-income people to improve their lives and become self-sufficient. The agency has been helping individuals across the district since it was formed in 1999, and the work continues. One major contributor to that work has been Chief Administrator Bill Bradica, who joined the DSAB in 2001 as Finance Minister before being promoted to CAO in 2012. Bill Bradica is stepping down in the next couple of months. He says it's a bittersweet moment being able to celebrate this anniversary.
This is probably the last celebration I'll have with the organization, but it's sweet knowing that we've made it through 25 years, and I think staff have done a great job over the years, guided by the board. And even though I'm looking forward to retirement, it is sad to know that this might be the last time that we're all together.
So I think there's a lot of partnerships and a lot of organizations ultimately that are part of the makeup and the family of social service delivery in the region. So it's really exciting. A lot of the members and organizations are here, not only staff, but a lot of the vendors as well that we deal with on a regular basis. Everybody's here to celebrate the 25 years. Really exciting time.
The Thunder Bay District Health Unit is launching its spring COVID-19 vaccine program, but unlike the years past, there won't be a public clinic set up on the CLE grounds. The Coliseum building has traditionally been the main location for area residents to either walk in or book appointments to get the dose, but that's no longer the case. Laura Dennis, the health unit's manager of the Vaccine and Preventable Diseases program, says they're instead encouraging people to go to pharmacies or their family doctor, and they're only recommending the vaccine for people over 65, those in long-term care homes, people with severe health conditions, or Indigenous people over 55. Dennis adds the health unit has a new service this spring.
We are also offering COVID vaccines to individuals who cannot leave their homes this spring. So we will be sending out teams to visit people in their homes if they aren't able to leave their homes and access a dose through a pharmacy. And we will be providing some clinics in some of our district communities as well who have limited access. If their pharmacy isn't administering in the community, we will be offering appointments in those district communities.
The health unit also has a limited number of COVID vaccine appointments for young children at their main office in Thunder Bay. It's a big step forward in the effort to build an all-season road to Pikangikum First Nation. The long-awaited funding for the Barons River Bridge and Access Road was included in the 2024 federal budget.
Barron River Bridge will be funded, which is very exciting for the community of Pikangikum, but also for Frontier Lithium, who, as you know, is a lithium mining company in Northern Ontario, looking to very quickly accelerate their operations.
Projects like the lithium mine being developed by Frontier are key to the government's critical mineral strategy. That's according to Haidu. The bridge has been in planning stages for years and is a key piece of infrastructure to connect Pikangikum to the highway system. It would also improve winter road access for 6 other First Nations in the area: Deer Lake, Kiwewin, McDowell Lake, North Spirit Lake, Poplar Hill, and Sandy Lake. The 7 communities are the proponents of the project, which Haidu says will improve their living conditions.
One of the big challenges around the infrastructure gap is actually being able to get equipment, people, and supplies to First Nations that are remote. And so, for example, it can cost triple the amount of money for somebody to build, a band office in Attawapiskat than it might be to build a similar building of similar quality in a road access community.
Exactly how much money is being allocated or when construction might start has yet to be announced. The roadwork that will connect to the all-season road to Pikangikum and realign the winter roads to the north is planned after the completion of the bridge. The whole project is expected to take 3 years. If Canada's Nuclear Waste Management Organization moves ahead with a deep geological repository for nuclear waste and chooses the Ignace Wabigoon site, it won't go into operation for decades. Lee Noonan spoke with some of Ignace's younger residents to see how they feel about the project.
The children of Ignace weren't born yet when the municipality first threw its hat in the ring as a prospective host community for a nuclear waste site. But they will be the ones who inherit the project if it goes ahead here.
Nuclear waste is a very powerful source of energy, and also it's the cleanest source of energy.
Okay, what else do you know about nuclear waste? Is it safe?
It can be if it's stored correctly, but if it isn't, then it's not safe.
25-year-old Dela de la Scal is an assistant scientist with the Nuclear Waste Management Organization in Ignace. She first started working for them as a biology student at Lakehead University. She says the career prospects the NWMO brings to Ignace are thrilling.
It's so exciting for me to be in this position and be able to speak based on my experiences growing up in the community and what I know the youth today are most likely going through, and trying to make a change for the better so that they can have great career aspirations and follow their passion.
The Deep Geological Repository is projected to start construction in 2036 and operations in 2043. A 12-year-old today has enough time to go and get their PhD in nuclear physics before the facility opens.
I think that it's a good idea to have it here in Ignace. It's a safe place to store all the nuclear materials and the uranium and all that stuff. So it's not sitting around just anywhere.
I think it's a great idea for our safety, and I learned a lot about it here at the NWMO Center in Ignace, and I think it's really good.
I think that if it goes good, then it'll be a great thing for the future, but if it doesn't, then, well, then our entire society will probably be halted for a few generations.
Ignace's willingness process includes focus groups with kids aged 11 to 15, and youth 16 and up are able to vote in the upcoming public survey.
Don't be scared. This is your future, and you need to voice your concerns. You need to voice your opinion and what you want to see in order to make that happen. No one's going to read your mind. Just step out, be brave. This is your community, and if you want to stay here and really love your life and inspire your passions, then come out and vote.
Lee Noonan, TBT News.
Local artists and community members were celebrating creativity and sustainability today as a renewable art installation was unveiled at the Water Garden Pavilion. Titled Dear Planet Earth, the collaborative art piece was created by community members on Eco Art Day back in October. The piece was created using bed springs, painted vapor barriers, and other painted upcycled materials. Artist facilitator Salima Ndinje says she wanted the centerpiece to raise awareness about sustainable living.
We can find beauty into waste, and we can upcycle a lot of things, and even things that people would consider as trash. And also because I do think that by doing group work or community work, we have a better chance to feel stronger and to have a message that can touch more people.
Art can be a really great way to upcycle things, to take them from the landfill and move them back into the space and create more value, and to also bring attention to how we can recycle things. And also with art, there's just so many things that can be reused and used for art making.
The piece will permanently be at the Water Garden Pavilion. Superior High School's newest stage production is going to be Totally Fetch, as it brings Mean Girls' high school version to its cafetorium stage later this week. The show is a musical adaptation of the 2004 film and will have audiences singing along to its catchy songs. Just like the movie, the story follows new girl Caddy Heron as she tries to navigate the ups and downs of high school, while also taking on the Plastics, the most popular girls in school. The show runs from Wednesday to Saturday at 7 p.m. in the Superior CVI Cafetorium. Stage manager and grade 12 student Nora Rudder says the production has strong messages about social norms, social expectations, and what it means to be yourself.
I think everybody should come see this show because not only have the cast and crew put in so much hard work, but it is generally a spectacular show. It is a super interesting story with a lot of talent behind it, and I think that it's something that's super important to see and very impressive with what we have done here.
This has been a whole school-wide initiative. Our kids are very, very excited and are into this. The show is incredible. It's a really catchy musical with a powerful message, and our kids have gotten behind it right from the beginning and are excited to show the community our show later this week.
Tickets for Mean Girls High School version can be purchased for $20 at Superior's main office. Proceeds from the production will be donated to Our Kids Count. I absolutely love that movie, Josh. That production's going to be fantastic. But now we're here to talk about sports, and you know what would be totally fetch? Coming back from 3 down in the Bill Sloan Cup final.
On Wednesdays, we were pink. Today, the Walleye faced elimination in Sioux Lookout in Game 4. Not where we thought they would be.
Nope.
But here we are. We'll have the highlights from their game when we come back.